Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Last episode, we accidentally cloned ourselves, and we made Welsknight, who trapped us and then fought with us, which was no good. We should probably warn Beef about that. We'll do that in a minute. In the meantime, though, beforehand, I'd like to talk briefly about my plans for this episode. I think before the new Nether update comes out, which I believe is on the 23rd, I would really like to get a proper storage room made so that we have a place to store all of the new blocks and all of the other stuff as well. Because to be honest, there's really up there on the balcony? Okay, whatever. I need to get some emeralds so I can actually trade with these people. Anyway, so I want to make a storage room. And I have a plan. I think I'm going to put the storage room underground, and then we'll have like a tunnel. Or not even like a tunnel, like almost like a fountain looking thing that you'll fly up and down. It's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really cool. It's not going to be an automatic storage system. It's not going to have things that I can dump my stuff into. I'll have to manually sort everything. But I actually, I've thought about it, and I think I kind of prefer that because there are upsides and downsides to a manual one. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go with a manual system like I usually do. And we'll bury it underground. I'm thinking the entrance is going to be right around here. Ish. I need to make sure that it doesn't run into our wheat farm, which is underground, like right about here or so. I don't know exactly where the limits are, but it's somewhere around this area is the wheat farm, and I want the storage room to essentially go next to the wheat farm. So that is basically the plan. But first, I should really run over and talk with Beef so that we can warn him about his not-so-safe cloning machine. Beef!
Yeah?
Beef, where are you?
Howdy ho, neighborino. I'm over here. I was just feeding the animals.
Oh.
That's all.
Beef, it's horrible. Well, actually, I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh, okay.
The good news is the cloning machine works.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, it works. It made a clone, a copy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The bad news is, it doesn't exactly work the way that we expected, and it created an evil clone who is made up of only evil and wants to destroy the server and kill us all.
What?
Yeah, I think maybe the nether, the blaze rods were kind of a bad idea.
Oh, no.
And then also, you know, you said no armor.
Yeah.
And I did take off my armor, but then, like, look at me. I'm literally...
Yeah, you're clad in it.
Yeah. I don't know if that was... I don't know what caused it. I have a feeling maybe it was a combination of the two.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah, warning. This thing is actually quite dangerous. Like, we may have a problem.
There's no way anybody else is ever using that again. I'm sealing it off. I'm sealing off the room, never to be used again. That's
probably safe. That's probably
I'm getting obsidian right now.
Yeah, I think that's the responsible thing to do. I mean, the clone, his name is Welsknight. And
okay, that's pleasant.
Yeah, I know, right? He said he came from like another realm and he's gonna destroy everything, and I was able to defeat him.
Okay, that's good.
In a rap battle.
Okay. So not exactly defeat him.
I mean, it gets a little complex, but he escaped into the nether, and I have a feeling he'll be back. But either way, this thing is a disaster. It's horrible.
Yeah,
everything's gone wrong.
Good. It's getting sealed off right now. I guess it's totally not safe duplication device. Yep, that's an accurate description. Oh man. This is a thing. This is a thing.
This is a thing.
Okay, well, I definitely appreciate the warning. I have to find out a way to safely dispose of this, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I can make some more altar. I mean, the good news is it worked. The bad news is we're all doomed.
Yeah, pretty much. That's an accurate summary.
Great.
I would say, like, if by some chance you do intend to keep it or modify it, maybe just, like, don't use blaze rods, like, ever again.
Yeah.
And make sure that people who go in are not wearing armor of any kind.
Right. Not fused onto their skin.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Good advice. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I figured I better tell you, but...
I definitely appreciate it.
Okay. All right. I'll catch you later, Beef.
Later, dude.
Well, Beef has been warned, so that's taken care of. Now, I think it's time to jump into our storage room project. Now, the thing is, I have a design all planned out, but I've been kind of looking at my resources here, and I really don't think this is going to be enough. I definitely need more white concrete. I need a lot more wool than this. I need more light sources, whether it's glowstone or sea lanterns or whatever. So I'm definitely going to have to do some grinding for resources. How are we doing up here on... we're probably okay on that. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to do some work. However, I'm going to either buy most of that stuff in the shopping district, or I'm just going to grind for it off camera. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into a time lapse and get this thing built. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and it is done. It's finished. Well, mostly. We've got all the chests in here. I don't know the exact number of chests. I'm sure someone could calculate it out if they really wanted to. I think it's something like 300 and something. But it's a lot of storage space. I went ahead and I put item frames onto all the various chests. And here's the thing. This is probably more chests than we'll end up using. But when it comes to storage rooms, you always want to have too many chests rather than not enough. Because if you have too many chests and you don't end up using them all, then, you know, whatever, big deal. You just end up not using them all. But if you run out of chests and you need more, then you basically have to redesign your storage room. So I'd rather go maybe a little bit overboard than not have enough. So yeah, we got a lot of chests here. I added like a little crafting area over into this section with a stone cutter and some anvils and, you know, just some kind of some essentials for any crafting. Ender chest there as well. And then basically all of this is going to be organized kind of by like block type. So I think we'll put the stuff that we craft with often kind of over here, like stone, wood, you know, things like that. That'll be on this side. And then items will be kind of over here. We'll have stuff for redstone, mob drops, you know, the whole 9 yards. As for the design, I like it quite a lot. I think we went with a carpeted floor to add some color and also to make it all spawn proof and to make it easy to hide lighting as well. Because one thing about doing a big open room like this is that it becomes kind of tricky to make sure the whole thing's lit up, and carpeting the whole floor allows us to very easily deal with that problem. We've got our kind of drop chute up here, and I did this in such a way that even if you're not wearing any armor whatsoever, as long as you're at full hearts and you fall down, you will not die. You will survive the fall. And I thought that was important because, you know, if by some chance I do die, I want to still be able to get to my storage room without having to worry about, like, having to dig through the ceiling or something. So yeah, that's all good. And then, you know, we can get you can ender pearl out of here. You can elytra out of here without any real problems. The ceiling obviously has kind of that same sort of feel as the other areas that we've done here. And then on top, we did kind of this little, almost like a little shrine sort of feel. I want to decorate this out a little bit more as we go. But for now, I think we're in good shape. Now, the next step is going to be to label all of these chests, or at least all the ones that we're actually going to use. And I think I want to take the storage that's up here, and I think I want to move this all down below, and then we'll actually end up decorating these areas with other stuff. So we'll get rid of the one over there, and then upstairs we'll get rid of these as well. And, you know, we've got the piano here. I'd have to check the dimensions, but, like, this might be a good spot for a drum set. I'm just saying, Beef recently added a drum set to his shop. And I'm going to be honest, if he had created the drum set before I bought the piano, I would have bought the drum set instead, because you may not know this about me, but I'm actually a drum set player. I've been playing drums since I was in 5th grade. I've been playing drums for a long time. So I think a Minecraft drum set could be really cool. But once we move all the storage out of here and move it into the proper storage room, I don't know. We'll see. We'll do something with this space. And same goes for down here. Well, my friends, I've done it. The storage that is here has all been moved into the storage room. Same goes for the storage that was down here. So we have now 2 new areas to our house that we need to decorate and make look pretty. Because right now it's just a big blank open space, and that's not exactly very appealing. But the storage room is pretty much done at this point. I've got everything that I had down here and all labeled. I don't have all of the item frames and stuff filled in, but I have everything kind of figured out as to where I want it to go. I just finished up a live stream and we have accomplished some things. So this building right here, which looking at it, it still needs a little bit more detail here on the side. But this is our concrete converter, and I think it turned out all right. I built a structure around it, obviously. You know, there's some redstone-y bits hiding inside here, but if we pop in, this thing is pretty straightforward, and it's very similar to one that I designed for Season 6, but it's also a little bit different. And I know there are other designs out there, but honestly, since this is a relatively simple redstone contraption, I prefer to just design one myself, even if it's not the most efficient, best possible design or whatever. So that's what I did. So, oh, I just realized I gotta put some, I gotta cover some of this stuff up. We got some stuff hiding here that, okay, that's fine. I'll deal with that momentarily. So anyway, basically the way that this thing works is we have a trap chest over here that you put your concrete powder into. You put a piece of concrete, you put a stack of concrete powder in your offhand, and then you pop over here and you start working on it, right? And this hopper chain right here ultimately feeds into the dispenser, which will spit out new concrete. So your supply is constantly replenished. It goes through some other hoppers once you break the concrete, which will ultimately output to this chest. So basically, to make a long story short, this thing, you can convert essentially a whole double chest full of concrete powder all at once without having to manually swap every little thing. It's not as fast or as amazing as like a TNT powered converter, but for a manual farm, this thing works pretty fantastically well. It's good. It'll get the job done, and it'll make our life much, much easier than that old cobblestone one we had sitting over here, which was a massive pain. So that was one thing. Accident. That was one thing we got done during the live stream. Then we also tackled those interior areas. So here, at the end of the grand entrance exit hall, whatever you want to call it, we added like a little stage with a lectern, a couple of bookshelves, a sofa or whatever. So this could be either like a little reading area to read whatever's on the lectern, or it could be a place to maybe there's like a party happening, you know, like some sort of social event, and someone's giving like a speech to all the guests or something like that. It could be for that. I think this is a good place for it. It adds some color, but we bring in a little bit of red. Get some nice contrast between the spruce and the oak on the floor. I think it looks good, and it fills this space quite nicely. Moving upstairs, where the other storage used to be, I added a bar, a little mini bar, which is also our potion and brewing area. We got a couple of brewing stands here, so functional, but also this is sort of our social room, right? Like our entertaining room. We've got our couch here. We've got the piano that Beef built, or maybe he didn't. I think he built it and then he forgot he built it. Anyway, this is kind of our social room. So I figured this would be a good place to put in like a little bar, right? So we got kind of our keg. We got some storage up here. We got our brewing stands. There's a crafting bench hiding down here because I like to hide crafting benches kind of all over the place just for easy access if you need to do some crafting. But I think it came together really well. Again, contrasting the darker colors with the oak and stuff like that. I would have liked to have put in some bar stools, but we really didn't have space for them. And honestly, I think the place, the little bar works just fine without them. So yeah, good stuff. The house, I'd say at this point, is good. We've got all of our storage sorted out. We don't have any giant walls of chests anywhere in this house, or at least not in the way that a storage room is set up. And then, you know, we've got our concrete converter for future projects because we're obviously using a lot of white concrete in this area. And we got our storage room all set and good to go as well.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hermitcraft, now on 1.16.
Yay!
Sounds. Well, we got a freshly pre-generated nether. The old nether is going to be included in the world download back up in the future for all the people that want to explore that. And we're all splitting up into little teams. So we've got XB, Joe, and Cub, Wells, Corrales, and Etho, myself, False, and Jevin, and then team 2 people is Beef and Cleo.
Wells, you're naked, man. Do you have any stuff with you?
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Dude, put some clothes on.
Yeah.
I should.
Okay, is this it? Are we going to split up and then walk into the nether together and see what terrors await us?
Okay, let's go then.
All right. Onwards.
It's an adventure. Whew.
Into the
First
nether.
time. In we
So
go.
you gotta watch out for, there's a monster called the Boogaloo, Corrales.
Booga. What? You're kidding me, right?
You
There's a
really
new
didn't
mob.
pay attention to like any of the update stuff,
it's like-
did you, Corrales?
It's like the new
No.
Nether boss.
Boogaloo.
The Boogaloo, yeah.
I do hear scary sounds straight off.
It's like a ghost.
Okay,
Hence,
Boogaloo.
boo. It-
But he steals your gold. You gotta watch out for him.
Yep. Oh, we're
He's
on
on
peaceful.
Peaceful.
Okay, thank you so much for the hoeing.
And this. Oh,
Oh,
it's not on peaceful anymore.
booga booga.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is it the Boogaloo?
The Boogaloo.
I think it's just a ghast.
Oh, it's just a ghast. Okay.
So, can you. When you grow one of these trees, does it give you more mushroom sapling thingies?
No, you get those by using bone meal on the Nylium.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So you can make farms for that and stuff. now,
So,
too.
so it is still possible to farm it in large quantities. You just
Yes.
Gotcha. So you need the Nylium, basically.
And they spawn the
Yeah.
shroomlights, the ones you grow to.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get some
Yeah, I'm
of
not
this
gonna be.
then.
I think I'm gonna be grinding stuff.
Hot tourist. Well, you
No
did
need.
that quick.
There we go.
Okay, this is gonna be nice. So this is basalt, and we have blackstone. Pretty
gotta-
much.
Those guys are very dangerous, by the way. They're not quite as bad as the Boogaloo, but they're pretty bad.
Boogaloo. You're just making jokes, man. Boogaloo.
No, he's real. Why don't you believe me?
Mistakes were made, Lava.
Because of
We're okay.
your business. You're not trustworthy anymore.
Oh, come on. All right, well, don't
Get some
crying when he gets you.
Here's soul sand up here, so this is a new biome, maybe. Yeah.
Holy snap, that atmosphere here is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. This is
Oh yeah, soul soil up above here.
Yep. So what biome are we missing? We got the regular
Soul
one.
Valley.
We got the
we gotta
Soul
find
Valley.
A crimson.
Yeah, we got to
Crimson
find a crimson forest, and we'll have all
What is
the
soil?
biomes.
So what is those blue fires, by the way? Is that kind of something unique for biomes, or?
Oh, and there's a red forest right over here too, the crimson forest or whatever. So that's all the biomes now.
Oh, nice.
The blue fire is it's a light source that won't melt ice, which is pretty cool.
There's a piglin who you can trade with.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, you just you chuck gold at him
Oh, I don't have
like
it.
a so.
Oh, I lost you guys. Are you still in the crimson here?
Oh,
Yeah. We're just on the bottom floor, like a bottom layer.
And then he
okay.
spits out. He gave me blackstone.
Blackstone?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, wait, that's new. Really?
Yeah, he gave me eight blackstone. Oh, he's coming for you.
He's mad, dude. He's mad.
Oh, he hits so hard.
No, don't
too.
kill him.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. It was either him or me. What was it?
Piglins are friends.
That's true. That's true.
The blackstone, I think, is my favorite part of the entire update.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it's pretty
like-
good.
Like,
Oh, okay.
it's a dark stone brick.
Polish. Ooh.
Everything you build with it looks good, basically.
Yeah, it's not bad. It is not bad. Like, I'm not really a fan of those polished big blocks, but I guess it kind of...
No?
It looks strange down here. I guess it just looks strange down here.
Man,
because
I
it's
love
so
these
dark.
things.
I think the polished,
I'm sorry.
the,
Yeah,
the
they're
bigger
beautiful. They
polished
have so-
blocks look good as like capstones on like pillars or, you know, use as like a little detail block, but not. I wouldn't build like, or they're decent for
Oh.
floors as well. But
The
like,
bricks are amazing.
yeah,
though.
the bricks are basically why I love
Oh.
the update.
That is nerdy-ass. Yeah, they're beautiful.
And it comes
Beautiful.
in slabs and stairs and all that stuff too. I wonder how many people are going to build like evil fortresses in the Nether over the next like couple weeks.
Probably a fair bit.
I bet it's like
I mean, that's
a lot
what
of
you got to
people.
do, right?
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. This is literally the evil Nether fortress update. If ever there was a time to do it. Oh, what's that up there?
Oh, look at that. There's one of those guys with a baby on the head, on the face,
Oh, look at this.
on their head.
This is kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Which-
little chesty
Rune-
story place thing. Golden
Ruined
apple.
portal.
Clock. Bunch of glistening melon.
Ooh.
I mean, there's some
I'm
stuff.
taking flint and steel.
I'm taking the crying obsidian.
How do you break this this purple block?
It's obsidian.
Yeah, you got it.
Ah. Crying obsidian.
Oh,
Alright.
and then there's gold underneath. What?
No.
Yeah.
Say what?
There's a full gold block underneath that. Ooh, a Fortune 1 enchanted golden hoe. Just what I've always wanted.
Oh man, that's a keeper.
For sure.
I think it does. I
Oh,
think I
hi.
tried
Oh,
that recently
hi.
and it did.
Hi.
Yeah. Be careful.
Ooh, there's almost a dual blaze spawn here. Just a little too far apart.
So did they add anything to
Whoa,
to the old
excuse me?
fortresses?
I was slain.
What?
Whoa!
No.
Well-
Rip.
Here's what I found. This is the only thing I found so
Okay,
far.
that's probably, it looks like it's most of it. Yeah, so I have everything except for my helmet.
Yeah, I still don't see him.
Yeah. Maybe this way. No, it's just blazes. So much blazes.
Those hog. Whoa, excuse me?
No.
Oh, man.
There was a second one?
No.
Well, my friends, I am on my own again, and I've been doing a little bit of mining in the Nether. We're down here at like Y level 18, And basically, I'm trying to get my hands on this right here. This is ancient debris. You need 4 of these and some gold to make a netherite ingot, and I'm going to need 1 netherite ingot for every piece of armor, gold, tools, all that kind of stuff that I want to make. So, I think what I'm going to do is pop down to like right about here, and I'm basically just going to do branch mining in the nether down at Y level 15. Now, I'm not going to do all of this on camera, obviously, but my goal is to hopefully be at full netherite gear by the end, or by the time I start the next episode. Well, guys, I know I said I was hoping to have the netherite, full netherite gear by the start of next episode, but to be honest, I've been mining for only a couple of hours, and we already have the 36 ancient debris that I need. It actually didn't take that long to get enough for all of the stuff. So basically all I did was dig a big straight tunnel, and then as I was doing that, I eventually realized, hey, we basically have haste forever in here. And we don't really care about how this area looks because it's just the nether. So I started basically digging out like a side poke hole path ongoing thing. And once I started doing that, I started finding netherite, or ancient debris, I suppose, technically, pretty quickly. It didn't take super long. Now, there are some downsides, like little sections like this, where you suddenly get lava that wants to pop into your face and bother you, but for the most part, it's actually a pretty good strategy. We've already got enough to make our full gear, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to finish digging out this section, this long tunnel, and then I'll have extras for later or maybe to sell. Well, after that long mining session, roughly probably 2.5 hours, I'd say altogether, we got like 46 netherite, which we are now smelting to turn it into netherite scraps. And then once we have the netherite scraps, and you'll have to forgive me, I haven't really been paying too much attention to all the snapshot and update stuff. So I'm a little bit, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, as the saying goes. Am I missing one? Maybe we only got 45 netherrack, or ancient debris. I think it was actually 45. Either way, we then take this and combine it with 4 gold ingots, and that makes netherite ingots. I believe you use the smithing table. Yeah, here we go. So you toss that in. You toss in a netherite ingot, and you can see it keeps all of its enchantments and all that kind of stuff. But it does get a little bit of an attack damage upgrade and a lot more durability, and it also will no longer burn in fire, which is pretty cool. So lava, fire, I don't know about fire. Probably fire and lava if I had to make a guess. Either way, look at this. We are about to have full netherite gear, and I believe that it makes us the first person on the server to do so. And there we go, my friends. Aren't we looking fancy in our new armor? Now, I should also probably let you know, the replay mod that I use for a lot of my time lapses, it's going to take a little while for a version of it to be publicly available for 1.16. So there may be a little bit less time lapses in the upcoming episodes until that updates. I may be able to do some of them old-fashioned, camera account method, but just be aware, things do take time to update. Same goes for like Optifine and all that kind of stuff. But I think we have accomplished a great deal today, and I am very much out of time for this episode. So my friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.